Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Hopcast. I'm your host Kevin, and today we have another beer review from Treehouse for you. This is Very Green, a double IPA coming in at 8.3% alcohol by volume. And this is a little known secret, my favorite Treehouse beer of all time. I haven't had it in a really long time though, but as soon as I had it, the very first time I had it, um, I'll tell you what, man, this thing just blew my socks off. It was like 2017, maybe 2016. It was a long time ago, the first time that I had it. And I'm really looking forward to trying this again today. This is one of the last Treehouse cans that I have from a buddy of mine that sent me some stuff. I like on the bottom it says, "Follow the smoke toward the rift-filled land" on the bottom. This was canned, looks like January 29th. At 10:18 in the morning. So it's about a month old, a little less than that. I want to make sure and see whether or not this beer held up over the last couple of years since I've had it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I seem to really like the King Julius, the King Julius, and the Juice Machine held up well. So we'll see what the Very Green does. But before that, let's get right into a description of the beer. It says, Very Green. This double IPA is created with a massive kettle charge of Australian and American hops. It opens in the glass with huge notes of ripe pineapple, pithy citrus, nice, and dank saturated hops. As it warms, it shows its depth and complexity. Sweet hints of malt intermingle with straight Tropicana. It has a soft but pointed bitterness and a very rich, velvety mouthfeel. I like the pointed bitterness because that's what I remember about this beer. It was just a hop sucker punch to the mouth. And granted, the last time I had this was before a lot of the hazy IPAs, New England IPAs kind of started to drift away from the New England area and go all the way across the country. So there's quite a lot of beers that live up to the standards of Treehouse and Trillium and others up there in the New England area now. So I'm kind of interested to see how this fares. So let's get right into it. Ooh. Oh, I still remember what this smells like. Oh man, just hop supercharged coming right out of the can. Let's go ahead and pour that just so you can see exactly what's going on here. Actually, the pour is kind of like a more clear, but you can see as we get going, that looks like a very nice double IPA. Perfect white head on there. Nice bubbles. Not a whole lot of lacing in this glass, at least. Maybe as it warms up, it'll be a little better. Straight orange juice. Like, look at the color on this. This is incredible. As you can give my ring light there. Straight orange juice. Right out of the gate, just pungent, dank hops explode out of this. I'm getting... Now, I don't know what hops Treehouse uses in Very Green. I'm actually going to look that up, see if I can figure it out. Because I'm getting Galaxy and Citra for sure. But I'm going to see if I can find it here. Hops. Hop profile? Hop combo. Let's try that. Because I'm really interested to see what they use. So this says, well, Very Green is just a supercharged version of green, right? So I imagine it would be very similar to that. So we're going to see. Green says it's cross-continental IPA, Australian and American hops. Tropical heavy IPA opens up with, let's see, it says Galaxy. Graced with a pound of Galaxy hops for the first time in 2012. Oh, so that's when they first brewed it. That's kind of cool. So Galaxy. It looks like there's lots of Galaxy. I'm guessing maybe, and this is just from the smell. I'm guessing Citra, maybe Chinook or something like that for bittering. I know Treehouse likes to use Chinook, so I don't know. I just wanted to look that up. That was kind of a slight tangent there, but I don't know. We'll see. Now the lacing's starting to get there. Look at that. Just dropping little things behind on the beer. Very nice. Other smells as it opens up a bit. Yeah, that's just pungent grapefruit, mango, orange juice explosion. Let's give it a taste. Oh, man. That beer is killer, dude. Oh, the dankness of the Galaxy mixed with the Citra. Oh, that smacks you in the face. Ripe citrus explodes out of there. Pillowy back end mouthfeel, but at the beginning, it honestly is a little bit over carbonated in my opinion. Which is very part of that might be the bitterness from the hops that kind of gets you up front, but it just kind of it lingers on the tongue a little bit, kind of like that pop rock sensation that you get, just like dissolving on your tongue. This beer is magnificent. Well done. Does it taste like I remember? Maybe better. Back when I first had this, I was still really kind of getting into beer, especially IPAs. And I didn't do much with home brewing. I've been home brewing since 2010, 2011 timeframe. But, I've done enough to where I can kind of recognize what hops are present in a beer just by the smell or the taste. So I'd like to say my palate is getting a little better. I don't know. Yeah, Treehouse, man. I know there's a lot of people that kind of like to naysay on Treehouse, and I understand it a little bit because, like I was saying earlier, a lot of breweries are starting to catch up, or maybe even surpass some of the beers from Treehouse or Trillium. Just in the Midwest area, I can think of a couple. I mean, probably the most notable one for me is Hop Butcher. The guys that were out of Miskatonic, the Hop Butcher IPAs are just stellar. You have Hubbard's Cave. Who else? You have Toppling Goliath. Obviously, they've been around for a little bit, but their beers are just super hop forward. And tons and tons. Bearded Iris, coming out of Tennessee area. So there's a lot of breweries, and I know I just named a couple. There's tons of them that make really good IPAs that aren't from New England that make great New England IPAs. So, but this beer is just. I'd like to do a blind taste test to see Treehouse or not. That'd be kind of a cool video to do. See how well my senses are. Ooh, that's a lip smacker. Very good beer. As it kind of sits a little bit and warms, I'm getting less of that bitter sting on the tongue that I was talking about. Some people like that. I'm not as huge on it. And for a can that's almost a month old, it's honestly maintained its freshness pretty well. Now, the last time I had Very Green, I had it the day that it was brewed. So it was, I still remember it was, I'd never had a beer like that in my life until I had Very Green the first time. So, do I like it? Absolutely. My verdict, the very first time I had Very Green, I ranked it at a 4.75. And to be honest with you, I can't really see this one changing much from a 4.75. This is one of my favorite beers of all time. Very Green from Treehouse. Absolutely delectable beer. I think it's the best IPA that they make. I haven't had the Very Good Green or whatever, the one that they did earlier. I think that was in 2019. I heard that beer was basically Very Green, only on steroids. So I'd love to try that. But yeah, so I love it. If you guys ever have a chance to travel up to Massachusetts or get this guy in a beer trade, Very Green, very good beer. Guys, that's going to do it for me today on the Hopcast. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you see more videos from me in the future. I'll catch you later.